Chancellor staff, I now wish to introduce the congregation, the two top graduates in the graduating class. They are Mr. Wesley Cherryot from the School of Education, under the Bachelor of Education Science, with a cumulative grade score of 78.4. Secondly, we have Ms. Mutunda TV Francisca from the School of Agriculture and Enterprise Development, under the Bachelor of Science Agricultural Resource Management, with a cumulative grade score of 76.4. Mr. Chancellor Sir, allow me now to invite Mr. Wesley Cherryot to read his speech on behalf of all the graduates.
Chancellor, Kenyatta University, Dr. Benson I. Oyedepo, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, Professor George Magoha, represented by the Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research. Chairman, Kenyatta University Council, Professor Christopher Macau Kiamba. Chancellors from other universities present, members of Kenyatta University Council. The host Vice Chancellor, Professor Washeke Wanjoy. Chairpersons of councils from other universities. The guest alumnus speaker, Mr. Enoch Sikolia. Members of the University Senate, staff and students of Kenyatta University, parents and guardians, our graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Wesley Cherryot, a graduate from the School of Education. I am pleased to give this speech on behalf of the graduating class of July 2022. It is our great honor and privilege to be part of this graduation ceremony. We are happy to be back to the traditional way of celebrating graduations of Kenyatta University. We are honored that you all found time to be with us here on this beautiful and auspicious occasion as we celebrate the dawn of an important chapter in our lives. We are a class that has proven to the world that we can truly thrive in the face of adversity. We have persevered and stand proud today as we celebrate this special day. As graduates, we have a lot to be grateful for, especially during the time spent at Kenyatta University. One of the things that sets Kenyatta University apart from the rest is the unrelenting vision to provide holistic education to its students. The university management has over the years improved our education facilities, from ICT accessibility to learning tools that facilitate online teaching and learning, e-learning resources in the library and modern learning spaces that are critical in optimizing learning and knowledge sharing. We are now better prepared for the future. We are more tech-savvy and ready to join the world of work and be equipped for remote working. We appreciate the university management for displaying commendable collegiality in the past 2 years that enabled us to surmount challenges occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic. Due to your exemplary resilience, flexibility and agility, we forged ahead in pursuit of excellence in our education. The commitment and efforts that the university management put in place to implement phased reopening demonstrate that our safety as students is a key priority. To our academic mentors, the professors and lecturers. We will remain forever grateful for guiding and supporting us in quest for knowledge, career pursuits, and dreams for a better future. While at KU, you imparted in us the requisite life skills and knowledge. As we graduate today, we recognize the sacrifices made by our dear parents, guardians, sponsors, and stakeholders. We remain extremely grateful for your choice to invest in us and our education at Kenyatta University during one of the most difficult economic times. Without your encouragement and support, this graduation ceremony would not have been possible. KU has equipped us with the relevant skills that make us competent and globally competitive. Our academic journey at KU has enabled us to meet many, if not all, of our expectations. The challenge now is to look for opportunities beyond our disciplines and leave our comfort zones. I want to ask my fellow graduates that we be innovative, assertive, and seize every opportunity that comes our way. This graduation ceremony is a major milestone in our lives, and only one of the many great things to come our way. My fellow graduates, we are proud of all that we've done and the obstacles that we've overcome. Now it is our honor to make a difference in the world. These are our moments to shine. We have the potential and capability. Let us rewrite our history. Let's create our own legacy. Put passion and dedication in everything we do. Face all our fears with boldness and courage. Turn our weak points into our strength. Let us be the best versions of ourselves. And at all times, remember our alma mater, Kenyatta University. Once again, congratulations to the amazing class of July 2022. Thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you, top students. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now wish to introduce an alumnus of Kenyatta University to address the congregation. Our alumnus is Mr. Enoch Sigonia, one of the top rated journalists in the country, who has worked for leading media houses, both locally and internationally. Mr. Sigonia graduated from Kenyatta University with a Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science degree on the 25th of July 2008. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me now to invite Mr. Sigonia to address the congregation.
Chancellor, Kenyatta University, Dr. Benson Ayo, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, Professor George Magoha, represented by Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research, Chairman, Kenyatta University Council, Professor Crispus Mwakau Kiamba, members of Kenyatta University Council, chancellors from other universities present, the host, Chancellor Professor Sheke Wanjohi, chairpersons of councils from other universities, vice chancellors from other universities, members of the Senate, staff and students of Kenyatta University, parents and guardians, our reverends, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today is a special occasion for the graduates of this 51st graduation, whom we join in marking the peak of a fulfilling academic journey, culminating in their degrees, diplomas, and certificates They will be awarded today. I therefore congratulate them on behalf of the Kenyatta University Alumni Fraternity on this great achievement. My name is Enoch Scolia, a TV journalist working with CGTN Africa, which stands for China Global Television Network. I'm standing here on behalf of the interim Kenyatta University Alumni Board as the publicity secretary. KU is my second role. That is what I usually say. I graduated from this university on the 25th of July 2008 with a Bachelor of Science, Medical Laboratory Sciences. It was a new faculty then. During my time at the Kenyatta University, that is between 2004 and 2008, I concentrated more on my academics and more so on what was the future of my classmates and myself once we were to get out of the university. We were among the first Kenyans to be enrolled in the university to pursue medical laboratory science, and so we get a lot of hurdles. But with the support of the university, we fought to ensure that Kenyatta University graduates were enrolled to the Kenya Medical Laboratory Technicians and Technologists Board, and that our degrees were recognized. And today I can say that most of my colleagues are now holding top offices in top hospitals in Kenya, including the Aga Khan, the University of, the hospital, that is Nairobi Hospital, and many other institutions, including Cambridge. So we are happy about the journey that we undertook at that time. But myself, I took a different path. I decided to pursue journalism, and I can say KU gave me the best background for it. I've been a TV journalist for 10 years now, through various, let's say, I've worked for different TV stations, among them K24 TV, NTV, Citizen TV, and now with CGTN Africa. Today, I also produce documentaries for online, or for YouTube, which is called The Kenyan Historian. I have won various awards, mostly in health and environment. That's why I think KU gave me the best background for what I do today, and I owe it my success. Today, the VC will give you the power to do anything and everything that pertains to your diplomas, your certificates, and your degrees. In simple terms, what she means is when you walk outside there, don't be confined in a box. Think outside the box, because I did that 10 years ago. When he says, or when she says, as pertains in simple terms, and in Oxford Dictionary, the other or the synonym for pertains is related. And related doesn't mean that when you've done biochemistry, you walk and look for a job that is related, or not related, but a job that is biochemistry. You can do a job that is related to biochemistry. I do journalism, but I'm also a medical journalist, and it's related to what I did, medical lab science. It is only Kenyatta University that has produced journalists, or started producing journalists before it started having graduates or people pursuing mass communication. And so I am happy that today we will be having more than 20 students graduating with a degree in mass communication. And it's only KU that can produce athletes, great athletes like Julius Yeo. It's only KU that can produce top government officers, cabinet secretaries, principal secretaries, like Mr. Makwesi here. So as you walk here, walk your shoulders high, knowing that you are coming from a great university that has footprints, that has people who have already made the way for you. Dear graduates, as I think about your success story, I remember my story here in the university. It is a university where you must work hard, you must be brilliant, and you must be skillful and talented. I remember the days when I used to live in old Menengai 3, and my first class would be in Arts Zone 39. The next is in Science Complex, and you only have 30 minutes in between. So it needed great minds and great people and hardworking people. And that is why when you graduate from Kenyatta University, you are sure that your employer and the employer will be sure that he has got a great employee. When I look at you, I remember the beauty of Kenyatta University. From the streets like Cassandra, which is the incredible streets. I know anyone who has graduated from Kenyatta University and doesn't know Cassandra, probably needs to question himself first. So I'm glad and happy that you guys are graduating here, and I recognize and salute the various stakeholders who stood by you, supported you, and cheered you on as you read every step of your academic journey. You've worked closely with your university fraternity, the administration, lecturers, and essential staff to get where you are today. Join me in commending each one of them for doing their best in steering you to this fulfilling end. In the same breath, I appreciate sponsors and partner research and learning institutions, industries and firms, as well as the embassies of China, France, Germany, among others, for provision of scholarships, grants, fellowships, and other forms of support. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen how important degrees have become in modern day Kenya's election cycle. The length at which people have gone to either acquire or prove that they did go through university. So I am proud of you that today you will be walking here as a graduate of Kenyatta University. Remember to take a selfie. It's become very important. And keep that booklet. Don't lose it. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenyatta University Alumni Database, which I am the publicity secretary for the alumni board, the database has over time grown to a membership of over 10,000. This is a low number. We desire to grow this number to enable us to make great impact in supporting our alma mater. I wish to point out that this alumni association offers its membership a platform to forge a common front in being ambassadors of Kenyatta University, working together. Through various initiatives, its members have been able to pitch the core values of the universities as they serve and give back to the society. It also provides an opportunity for wider and stronger professional and academic networking. I therefore call upon potential members who are today's graduates that I'm looking at today, and those who graduated in other years and who have not joined to enroll for membership at the earliest opportunity. Why am I telling you to join this? Because the alumni of Kenyatta University are respected members of the society. Some are holders of high-level government offices, cabinet secretaries, as I mentioned earlier, non-governmental institutions, including Bretton Woods institutions like the IMF, World Bank, and the United Nations, just to mention a few. So when you join, you are joining a pool that is very viable for networking. So how can you join the Kenyatta University Alumni Association? This can be done through the link available on our alumni page on the Kenyatta University website. So you just need to go to the website and look for the link of the alumni page and you're in. You can also walk to our complex. There is an alumni complex here and most of you know it. You can walk there, we have able people there and they can help you enroll and become a member of the Kenyatta University Alumni Association. The KU alumni, under the stewardship of Kenyatta University Alumni Interim Board, have been at the forefront in supporting the university in the delivery of its core mandate through various initiatives. There is, however, need for continued, renewed, and heightened support in among other areas, such as research funding, promotion of joint community welfare projects, university infrastructure development, and facility improvement, excellence awards, scholarships, student mentorships, industrial attachment, and job placement opportunities. I urge alumni to sustain and increase their support to the university in the aforementioned areas as well as in the new initiatives. So we welcome you all to join after this and through our online platform. As I conclude, I call upon all the graduates to embrace and live up to the values of true patriotism and stand out as the voice of reason as we exercise our civic duty during the upcoming elections. We all need to be united, to be a united and prosperous Kenya. Each one of us must stand to be counted. Once again, I congratulate the graduates for having attained this milestone and appreciate you all. Ladies and gentlemen, for attending today's graduation. Thank you for your kind attention and may God bless you.
Thank you, our alumnus. Address your congregation. Address your congregation. To welcome you to the Kenyatta University 51st graduation ceremony. The entire Kenyatta University fraternity is gathered here today in this graduation square to celebrate the achievements of our graduates. And so, Mr. Chancellor, let me take this high opportunity to congratulate our graduates for a job well done during a very, very challenging time. Congratulations, our graduates. It's a very exciting moment when we commission our graduates to go out and conquer the world after a long journey of pursuing knowledge. It is also in this occasion that we also appreciate the sacrifice and support the guardians and the parents have given to the graduates, and also the mentoring and the coaching and the support that they have received from the faculty and the entire Kenyatta University community. Today's occasion, ladies and gentlemen, is even more exciting when you know that it's the first graduation ceremony that we are holding physically since the COVID-19 pandemic. We have, for the last 3 graduations, held them virtually. And today, we are here full house, and it's a clear demonstration of our resilience. Mr. Chancellor, sir, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the 55th graduation ceremony of Kenyatta University, I'm very pleased to report to you that a total of 4,690 graduates satisfied both the internal and external examiners and the University Senate for the conferment of the various degrees and awards of valid diplomas and certificates. Today we are graduating 67 doctorates, 434 masters, 40 postgraduate diplomas, 3,846 bachelor's, 251 diplomas, and 52 certificates. Mr. Chancellor, sir, due to a combination of many factors, among them a drop in the student numbers, especially those in self-sponsored programs, reduced capitation for the treasury, and the COVID-19 pandemic, our financial portfolio continues to be impacted negatively. But I wish to thank our members of staff who have remained very resilient and supportive, and we look forward to continued support by the ministry. Despite all these challenges, Mr. Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, our students have continued to shine in various competitions, locally and abroad. For example, in February 2022, 6 students and 2 faculty mentors from the School of Engineering, Department of Computer, Information and Technology won the grand prize in Innovation Track and second prize in the Crowd Track at the regional final competition of the 6th annual Huawei ICT competition that attracted 3,000 students in Kenya and over 15,000 in 16 countries in sub-Saharan Africa. The 6th qualified for the global final, which took place in China at the Huawei headquarters in China and matched winners. We were also able to successfully, Mr. Chancellor, host the 10th Federation of Africa University Games last month, and they were graced by Her Excellency the First Lady Margaret Kenyatta as a host university for the Games. We demonstrated the support we accord our students to participate in key sporting activities to expend their energy competitively, creatively, and constructively. Further, the university continues to ensure sustained research activities through several multidisciplinary and multi-sectoral collaborative initiatives. We have received large grants and one of those grants is the USA-funded program on health, equity, and resource optimization, that is USA HERO, that focuses on improving evidence generation, health financing, social protection systems for better health outcomes in line with the Kenya Vision 2030 and the Big Four agenda. The International Research Center project on building gender-responsive, climate-resilient communities and opportunities for blue economy empowerment and COVID resilience for fishermen in Kenya in short regret. The USAID Kenya also funded Kenyatta University-led consortium on health sector financing, that is specifically on health financing analytics and social protection systems for health. On the 14th of this month, Mr. Chancellor, sir, the German Agents for International Cooperation and 5 industry partners from Germany donated equipment worth $40 million to support the biomedical engineering program in the university and the School of Engineering. The equipment included aesthetic machines, dialysis machines, high-end ultrasound units, hematology analyzers, and assorted calibration equipment and instrumentation, among others. In this regard, on matters of staff, Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, and Mr. Chancellor, sir, we have been able to fully settle the matter of the 2017-2021 National CBA, the new salary scales as well as annual increments to the Senate with an effect from the end of last month. I take this opportunity to thank all the members of staff most sincerely for remaining calm and working hard despite the odds. The industrial peace that we have maintained has enabled this university to continue with its activities. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to take this chance to thank you, the University Council, the Senate, the staff unions, who serve all members of staff, our partners, and everyone present for their continuous support
we do not take it for granted. And now back to our graduates, Mr. Chancellor, sir, I want, on my own behalf, and on behalf of the entire Kenyatta University fraternity, wish you all the best and in all that you do in your future endeavors. As we near the general elections to be held early next month, let us all seek to maintain peace. And with that, I want to say God bless you, God bless Kenyatta University, God bless Kenya. I now wish to invite the chairman of the 12th Kenyatta University Council to come and make a speech, Professor Crispus Kenyatta.
The Chancellor, Kenyatta University, Dr. Benson Lairegi, the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, Professor George Makoha, represented here today by Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, Principal Secretary, State Department for Education and Research, members of Kenyatta University Council, chancellors from other universities who are present here today, the host, Acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Secretary, chairpersons of council from other universities who are here today, Vice Chancellor from other universities also here today, the guest alumni speaker who has spoken a while ago, Mr. Enoch Sikolia, members of the University Senate, staff and students of Kenyatta University, parents and guardians, graduates, who are the reason we are here today, distinguished guests, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and pleasure to lead the newly appointed 12th Council of this great institution in joining the Kenyatta University community of this auspicious occasion as we joyfully commission these graduates into the future. Indeed, it was just last year in December that the congregation was streamlined from the amphitheater as the university celebrated the 50th graduation ceremony that crowned over 5,000 students. At that time, you had only 2 graduates attending the ceremony physically, and like today, when all the graduating students, at least those who could make it to this ceremony today, you rely on technology to aid in teaching most of them together with their guardians and parents. However, today we congregate here to join you graduates. As I say, you are the reason why we are here in celebrating this important milestone in your lives. We are proud that the Council then supported the university management in setting up structures that made you complete your studies and stand here today to be honored. A graduation needs many things to many different people, indeed within the university. For you graduates, it means the end of a certain type of life and attainment of certain milestones. For us, as the University Council, it is a scorecard some kind of a report that gives positive feedback to show that our efforts to provide the oil that operationalizes university programs have been successful. It means that the structure that the university management puts forth to ensure that the students go through their rigorous training and research are favorable. It further means that the policies set to guide these processes of transfer of knowledge have yielded the desired fruits. So as we present to today graduates to the world and to the labor markets, we do so with much pride, not just because you have done a good job, which you have done, but also because the university organs have provided the fertile ground for you to excel. I thank most sincerely the government of Kenya, which is represented here, as has been indicated earlier, by the representative of the Cabinet Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Ambassador Abukwesi, who is the Principal Secretary responsible for higher education and research. And we are thanking the government for unwavering support it has accorded this university, its council, in its operations to ensure that the different wings and cogs of the university are functioning well for the benefit of the students, as evidenced by this graduation. If there is anything we have learned from the COVID-19 pandemic, which continues to be with us, ladies and gentlemen, it is that there is a greater and urgent need for universities to diversify their streams of revenue or income to meet their financial challenges, which is not just a problem for this country, but an emerging challenge the world over. These financial challenges have been occasioned by the increased cost of operations, and here is one of the areas we need to reflect and find long-lasting solutions. For example, we need to reevaluate the cost of training a student from the time of admission to the time of graduation and put appropriate price for it. How much does it, or how much does a student require to graduate? And how can we lower this cost without compromising the quality of the training? These are tough questions. Indeed, today is tough. These questions may not have immediate answers, but we cannot shy away from asking them and finding ways of responding to them satisfactorily. Our financial architecture must be grounded in such a way that it sufficiently and sustainably meets and addresses training and research needs without compromising quality. In this regard, I invite all partners, well-wishers, and people of goodwill to join hands with us as we seek to secure the financial sustainability of this great university. As a council, we will support the university management, which we are expected to do in setting up infrastructure, including deploying technology and other organized techniques that will help bring down the cost of operations. We will be at the forefront in championing and setting up policies that the university streamline its operations and enhance productivity. However, that is not to say that we will scale down on human resource. Far from it, we will continue supporting the university management in identifying and hiring the most competitive and productive human resource.
And we feel proud of the products of this university. Number two, I wish to express our gratitude from the ministry to the university for identifying Dr. Christina Wamboi Kenyatta Pratt for the special recognition, which is, I want to believe, very well deserved because of the care she extended to people with disability. When people with disability are given an opportunity, they do a lot of things, they make progress, they achieve very high standards of education, and they contribute to national development. We saw those who were here entertaining us. The singing was superb because Kenyatta University provided an opportunity. When we were students here, we had Kagame himself was here ahead of me, together with Mary Atieno, and they have contributed very strongly to gospel music in our country. I also want to encourage the alumni to clearly identify with their university. Humans love to belong, and when you belong properly, you do what can impact on other lives. I've been to universities where members of the alumni seek special recognition by supporting infrastructural development of the university, by assisting to maintain infrastructure in the university, and by even buying equipment for laboratories and workshops for the university so that they get special recognition, so that an avenue in the university, a road in the university, a building in the university is named after those who exceedingly support the university. I also want to assure the university of our support from the ministry so that we keep doing what this university is known for, to continue making this university the pride of the nation. I want to thank those who entertained the university, and it reminds us of the great artists like Francis Mbuga, like David Mundwa, and so on, who always make this university to be an interesting place to be. And I want to make a very special recognition of the lecturers and students and former students of this university who visited Dr. David Mundwa to celebrate with him the work that he did in this university to contribute to arts. If we make that the character of this university, then we shall make the happiness index of this university better, and we create a much better university than even the way it is now. For now, my rating about the happiness index is very good. Please keep it up. I graduated from this university, I think, 33 years ago. And the people we graduated, of course we were not as many as we are now, are all over and we know each other, we communicate with each other, and we would like to come back as a cohort so that we celebrate the university that made us. I wish to encourage the graduates today to also form a group and come back. Those who graduated in 1990, who have the highest number of senior officers in government, came back here, I think, 3 years ago to celebrate the university that made them. And I want to encourage that to be our identity as our university. With those few remarks, I want to read the Cabinet Secretary's speech He should have been here, but he's in another event that he could not have. I'm honored to be part of this 51st graduation ceremony of Kenyatta University, and particularly to celebrate the achievements of these great graduates. I thank the lecturers, the staff, parents, and guardians whose efforts have made this day a reality. On behalf of the Ministry of Education and the entire government, allow me to congratulate you graduates for your incessant dedication, for you will today be crowned as winners. Even as we usher you to the next steps in your lives, it's not lost on us that you will encounter challenges. I want to encourage you that the best way not to feel unaccomplished is to get up and do something. Do not wait for good things to happen to you, because successful people rarely sit back and let things happen to them. As Aristotle said, and I quote, human fulfillment is achieved through work, both physical and mental, not by rest. End of the quote. Always remember that the greatest pleasure in life is in doing what people say you cannot do. In line with the theme of the 51st graduation, repositioning research and education beyond COVID-19 pandemic, I want to specifically thank Kenyatta University for continuing compliance with the laid down procedures, in particular the adoption of the present-day technology in administering virtual classes to ensure continuity in learning despite the COVID-19 pandemic. I am aware that the pandemic did not only disrupt your examinations, but also the overall university calendar. However, I note with appreciation that by September 2022, Kenyatta University will have reclaimed its normal calendar. I urge Kenyatta University to continue carrying out necessary adjustments in its training programs to equip graduates, both pre-service and in-service, with the competencies that will enable them to effectively handle the tasks associated with the progressive implementation of the competency-based curriculum, CBC, in schools. Ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to appeal for confidence among those who are graduating today, that AU is up to it, for they have provided leadership in the national dialogue and implementation of the CBC since its inception. Dear graduates, I challenge those who would wish to further their education to take advantage of the financial assistance, whether in needs-based scholarships or loans, available through the Higher Education Loans Board as an intervention of equity promotion in line with Sustainable Development Goal number 4. In addition, the government of Kenya has established the necessary state agencies, such as the National Commission for Science, Technology and Innovation, the Commission for University Education, the Kenya National Innovation Agency, and the National Research Fund to prioritize research, ensure the quality of education in higher education, nurture technology and innovation, and fund research respectively. I note that through competitive proposals, Kenyatta University has benefited and continue to benefit from the National Research Fund. I urge the university fraternity to step up their efforts in research and innovation so that they come up with projects in priority areas regarding the the development agenda of the government as outlined in the Kenya Vision 2030, the Big Four agenda, among other national policy documents. As we graduate on this 22nd day of July 2022, remember the words of Samuel Johnson, and I quote, "If your determination is fixed, I do not counsel you to despair. Few things are impossible with the diligence and skill. Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance." End of the quotation. Dear graduates, nobody trips over mountains. It is the small pebble that causes you to stumble. Pass all the pebbles in your path, and you'll find you have crossed the mountain. The mind does not create what it perceives anymore than the eye creates the loss. As I conclude, please note that nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. You have the opportunity to do your part, to help create a better future for your family, a better future for your community, a better future for your nation, and for humanity across the world. May God bless you all. I have the honor and the privilege to invite the Chancellor of Kenyatta University to address the congregation. You are welcome, sir.
The Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, Professor George Magoha, represented by Ambassador Simon Nabikwesi, Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research, the Chairman of the Kenyatta University Council, Professor Christos Makabukemba, members of the Kenyatta University Council, chancellors of other universities, the host, acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Asheka Adoi, chairpersons of councils of other universities present, vice chancellors of other universities present, the guest, Lunar Speaker, Mr. Enoch Sikoria, and members of the University Senate, staff, students of Kenyatta University, parents and guardians, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On this 51st graduation ceremony, I wish to extend my warm greetings to all the graduates and their parents. As Chancellor of this prominent university, I am proud of what we have collectively achieved amidst COVID-19 pandemic. And I want to congratulate all the graduates, including our honorary graduate, Dr. Christina Wambui. Congratulations, all of you. Dear graduates, your graduation today marks an important milestone in your courageous resolve to chart your destiny. It is the beginning of a long and challenging journey into the future. Your achievements during the time you studied at Kenyatta University have been made possible by your hard work and determination to make the necessary sacrifices, not only for your own success, but also for your family and country. Graduation means that you are prepared to apply what you have learned in other aspects of life. It is the start of new beginnings for all of you. We live at a time when many changes are taking place in the world. Changes occasioned by the expanding digital space and the COVID-19 pandemic impact on employment and employability. The workplace is no longer what we need. We must change our outlook in tandem with what the new normal demands. To bring out the best in every student is the ultimate purpose of education, and this is a timeless goal. It has not changed over the years. However, education also prepares us for the future. Consequently, our perspectives and priorities ought to shift to reflect the changes in our society as Kenya and the rest of the world evolves. I am confident that the education you have received at Kenyatta University will enable you to face the challenges of a shrinking, globalizing, and ever-changing world. Education makes you see the value of knowing how to do things for yourself and others. In other words, self-reliance. The 21st century is not about what you know, but what you can do with what you know. Possibilities are greater today than ever before. At no previous time were the possibilities as great as now for character or mind with the ability to reach higher ranks on the ladder of achievement. Society has invested heavily in you. It is now your responsibility to show that you are someone that appreciates blessings and is willing to repay them. A university cannot furnish you with wits. It can only sharpen you, and your wits can be sharpened. At Kenyatta University. If you are to become high-minded people, your training here should most speedily push you forward and upward. The power has become yours to be used for the good of society. But graduation also comes with responsibilities. You ought to use the knowledge you have gained at Kenyatta University to build a better society and a stronger economy. You must gear yourselves in all sectors. You must all be inspired to work hard and engage in research endeavors that will enhance production of national wealth in order to help us realize Kenya Vision 2030. You are graduating today because you have shown true determination in your desire to excel. Your diligence should not end with graduation. The need to upgrade your knowledge and skills should be tandem with the ever-changing societal needs. Hence, your skills must be at par with the pace of research, scientific, and technological advancement. Indeed, the need to learn and relearn is critical as our country develops. Therefore, I encourage you to continue pursuing knowledge and excellence in your respective fields of study to be the best that you can be. In pursuing professional success, do not forget those around you. Be empathetic and sensitive to the needs of the less advantaged in your community. It is heartening to note that our various alumni stand out in exemplifying the spirit of giving back to the community. As Kenya continues to work towards attaining Vision 2030, the diversity of talents you nurture will be your valuable assets. The passion for learning and for discovering new things will be the basis for promoting an innovative mindset so that you can stay relevant and competitive in the global arena. At the same time, the values inculcated by your parents, family, and community will help you to stay firmly grounded. I therefore encourage you to build on your strengths and to achieve all-round excellence. As we head towards the general elections on the 9th of August, I urge you, as all the previous speakers have done, to conduct ourselves peacefully as we work towards deepening and sustaining our democratic ideals. At the end of the day, it is a country that will win if we remain united and peaceful. Let me end by once again by congratulating all the graduates and thanking the University Council, management and service, teaching and non-teaching staff, all partners and stakeholders for their collective efforts in driving the university's mission and vision despite the many challenges that you have encountered along the way. Thank you very much, and God bless you.